So Singapore was this independent city with no natural resources, no farmland, detached from its hinterland, all by itself. And Lee was a socialist and became prime minister and, you know, created a country far richer than Malaysia by being the most, you know, ruthlessly capitalistic leader probably in history. But the memoir is a really interesting sort of self-discovery of how he learned what it took to take this terrible situation and make it work, including how you structure a government and how you prioritize and what you deprioritize and the kind of things you never read from a political leader, right? They're never
Right.
that candid about it, but it was at the end of his life and he'd already won. He'd already created this incredibly rich place out of this poor city. And I think it gets to your point to the famous sort of curse of natural resources, which is, we used to have this saying, I don't know if you've ever been to Tavern on the Green in Central Park.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, Tavern on the Green famously has almost always, with one or two brief exceptions, had terrible food. And, the
Because
question always is
because it
why?
can. Because
Because
it
it
can.
can, right?
Yeah,
Oh, who cares? I mean,
yeah,
you're Tavern on the Green, it's
yeah,
gorgeous, right?
yeah.
And, you can mismanage Saudi Arabia because, why
Right,
manage it?
right, right.
And certainly the places I've worked in my life have never had the most resources and they've never been the top, I kind of wonder what would it be like to do that, but it's kind of fun to take something that has fundamental existential challenges and have a team go at it.